Hey guys, welcome back to today. We are going to make something special. We are going to bake something special and a summer delight actually. I am making this mango cake for my parents' wedding anniversary, and I really am looking forward for this cake. So the best thing about summer is mangoes. We all love mangoes. So today we are going to make a mango cake. So for that we need 1 cup of mango puree, and I'm also taking one whole mango to decorate the cake. We are going to make a rose on the top of the mango. So 1 cup of mango puree to put in the cake and one whole mango to cut and decorate the cake. Next is all-purpose flour. We are going to take 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour. Now I have double sifted this flour to make sure that my cake becomes fluffy. So make sure that you also sift your flour twice to make a fluffy and spongy cake. Next we are going to take 3/4 cup of sugar, icing sugar I have taken here. Next we are going to take half a cup of milk, 2 teaspoons of vinegar, 1/3 cup of oil, 1 teaspoon baking powder, half teaspoon baking soda, and salt as per taste. Next is whipping cream. We are going to use whipping cream for this recipe. I have used a sweetened whipping cream, and make sure you keep it in the refrigerator. Do not take it out before you are supposed to use it. This is a 9-inch round tin that I'm going to use for baking the cake, and I have lined it with parchment paper and greased it, and it is ready for the batter to pour in. Now let us move to the batter. So first step we are going to take is, in a half a cup of milk, put 2 teaspoons of vinegar and let it sit on the counter for 10 minutes till the time the milk gets curdled. So now once we keep the milk aside, let's move to the dry and wet ingredients. Take a bowl. So we will first mix all the dry ingredients, which includes our all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and lightly mix it with your spatula and keep it aside. Now let's move to the wet ingredients. So again, take a big mixing bowl and put sugar in that, and then add oil. I'm not using butter, I'm using oil here. So add oil and your mango puree that we made in the beginning. Now give this mixture a nice whisk. I'm using a hand whisker. If you have a electric mixer, you can use that as well here, and give it a nice mix. At this stage you will also add your milk and vinegar mixture that we created in the beginning. So that also you add it here in the wet ingredients and mix it properly. So if you have not yet greased your tin, this is the time to grease it properly before we mix the wet and dry ingredients together, because once you mix the wet and dry ingredients together, you will not have time to grease. Also, this is the time to preheat your oven at 180 degree. So my oven is ready. I've greased my batter. Now I'm mixing both dry and wet ingredients together and giving it a proper mix. Not too much of whisking, just mix it till the batter is smooth and everything is mixed properly. So it should not be a runny batter. There should not be dry ingredients still there in the batter, and it should not be a very hard batter. If you feel it is hard, add a little bit of milk. So this should be the consistency of the batter that we are going to use for the cake. So my batter is ready. Pour it in the tin and flatten up from the top so that it rises evenly. Now put it in the oven which is preheated and bake the cake at 180 degree for 20 to 30 minutes. So meanwhile I am going to work with my whipped cream. So the first thing that you need to make sure that when you are working with whipped cream, keep a steel container in freezer so that when you put your whipped cream in a container, it will not get a shock, because the container should also be chilled when you are using it. Now whipping cream should not have ice particles, so if it has ice particle, make sure you mix it properly, because when there is ice in the whipped cream, when you use it, it will become liquidy and flowy. So mix it properly. It should be liquid, but it should not be too watery. Mix it to get a liquidy texture. Now after the initial mixing, use a hand mixture, because that will be the most convenient way to work with a whipped cream, and mix it till it is stiff. Then once it is ready and it is stiff, you can put it in the fridge and take it out only before using. So yeah, still mixing with my hand mixer. Working with whipped cream is kind of fun, because it is very stress relieving task to do. So yeah, I like doing this thing. So I'm still mixing my whipped cream and making it stiff so that I can use it on my cake. So now it looks like that the whipped cream is almost ready. So if you take it out, so if you can see that it is stiff, it doesn't changes the shape when I'm taking it out. So it's done. Meanwhile my cake is also out of the oven. I am keeping it to cool for 10 minutes. Once it is cool, you can cut it. I'm just using 2 layers of this cake. If you want, you can make 3 layers of it. Now is the time of decorating and most fun part of making cake. So the cake is ready. Now I am going to decorate it with mangoes on the top. So I have something in my mind about how the decoration is going to be. I don't want to complicate the detailing too much at the top. I just want it to be simple and easy. I'm just going to use sliced mangoes to decorate the cake at the top. So let's see. So I have cut it into layers. It is ready to use. It is cool. It should not be hot when you are decorating the cake or putting whipped cream. So meanwhile I'm slicing the mangoes to be used as to make the rose at the top of the cake. Now to decorate the cake, first take a turntable, because it is easy to work with a turntable. Put the whipped cream at the bottom to make sure that your cake doesn't move when you are decorating it. So put enough whipped cream to make sure it doesn't move. Then put first layer on the top of it. Now again repeat the process. Now again put lots of whipped cream in between the layers so that it doesn't move, it is stick properly, and you will get the nice flavor when you cut it. And it also looks beautiful when there is enough whipped cream in the middle. I'm also putting some small chunks of mangoes, because I like that chunkier thing when it comes in between the cake. So I'm also putting some mango chunks here. So again cover with whipped cream and put the next layer. Repeat it again, put lots of whipped cream and cover the entire cake with a spatula. If you have the palette knives, you can use that is easier to use, because they are meant to decorate the cake. So yes, I'm covering the entire cake with the whipped cream. if you are a beginner and you are working with whipped cream and the layered cake for the first time, what you can do is you can also put a skewer in the middle so that the cake doesn't move. But if you put enough whipped cream in the middle of the layers and at the bottom, the chances are it will not move. But still, if it is moving, put a skewer in the middle. So now I have covered it properly. Now is the time to decorate the cake. So I'm not going to use whipped cream on the top to decorate it. I'm just going to make a simple rose at the top. So use your mango slices and start working from the outer corner of the cake and put your crescent shaped slices from the outer side of the cake, and make sure you cover the entire periphery of the cake, and from the outer layer come inside. And this is how you have to put the the mango slices on the cake. So keep covering it till you reach the center. So I am almost done with my cake. It is ready, and keep it in the refrigerator for some time. If you bake it a night before you want to use, that will be the best. But yes, we are done with our delicious mango cake. Nothing best than mango in summer season. I think the mango is the highlight of summer. So yes, we are ready with our summer special mango cake. So do try this recipe and let us know your experience about this cake. Bye bye.